Well, here we are again, stuck in the same spot, doing the same thing. There's so much. There's so much. There's so much. This is a never-ending thing. It will never end. You can think of something new every couple minutes. You gotta stop. Sitting here thinking about your children's father. Not the one that did the horrific things to your daughter, but you have two children's fathers. That in itself, that makes you feel good that you have two baby daddies. And your whole dream was to meet one guy and fall in love with one guy and never be with anybody else for the rest of your life. And then life happened and all this happened. The guy you're with for 13 years. Yeah, there's a lot that happened with that. We could make a whole series just from that. The fact that his mom hated you when you all lived together. She hated you so bad. Every time you go to work or you leave, she invited all his ex-girlfriends over one by one to spend time with him, just to try to get me gone out of the picture because I wasn't rich. That was the only reason. Because his ex had money and I didn't. Didn't matter what kind of person you were. It was about status. I didn't have status. So when we had our son, she would make comments all the time like, I would love him, but since he's half yours, I don't consider him my grandson. You know, that was almost a daily thing to hear things from her like that. And then when he had a bad temper and he was court ordered to go to anger management classes. And you had to drive him because he was also an alcoholic. And all you wanted to do was help him get out of his head. You try to get everybody out of their head, but you can't. Maybe this way would help. But actually being with somebody doesn't help. They got to do it on their own. And you're taking him back and forth to all these classes in between work. You're working 3 jobs, doing this for him. And he calls you one night and says, hey, class is running over a little late tonight. You might want to not show up for about another 45 minutes. I was already almost there, so I just go there. It was weird. There were no lights on. No cars in the parking lot. Didn't look like anybody was having class. So you just walk in. Whoops. The counselor is in his lap. And they are in the middle of an actual session. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, that was stuff like that. I could go on and on. It's been that way. And what you gotta realize is when you have repeating situations over and over and over and over and over again, those stories will never end. Ever. Because there's something within yourself. Right here. That's broken. There's something within yourself that needs to change. It's not nobody else. You can make a million videos about the hell that you have survived. But if you don't, at some point, find the way out of your own hell, you will continue to have the same experiences with different people. So, it's not about talking crap about other people. It's not about getting back at other people. It's not about hating your life. It's about The reason why you're here is because you need to work on something within your freaking self. You're not being punished. You're not being punished for being a good person. It's not to break you. It's to get you to see that there's something within you that needs to be adjusted, that needs to be realized. So I can go on and on for freaking years telling you all the terrible experiences I've had. You know? My stepdad, he would literally, my drunk stepdad, never had didn't want to have anything to do with us kids whatsoever. Nothing. Oh, but when you're drunk, you want to act like we're cool and you can tickle me just so that you can cop a feel while you're tickling me and act like you're just tickling me. And oops, didn't mean to touch you again. I hope nobody saw that. Yeah, that was constant. But you can continue to experience terrible things. Boundaries is the number one. You can talk crap, and you can be a badass, and you can do this, do that, but you can't stick up for yourself. That's a hard one sometimes for a lot of people. You will literally do just about anything to avoid conflict. But then you'll go ahead and beat somebody up. You'll go ahead and talk crap in front of a crowd and not care if you get beat up or killed. But you can't stick up for yourself. It's a lesson. It's a hard one for some people. Everybody has different lessons, but that's a big one. When you realize that the only person that matters, who cares, is yourself. And understanding why you're experiencing terrible things. So when you can try to navigate your mind and fix your mind and not have to constantly relive the same experiences over and over and over and over again. Go through it. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to be upset. Allow it to happen. And then you got to move on. And you got to learn. You got to figure out what experiences you're supposed to get out of that so that you can stick up for yourself and be stronger and be better the next time. Because the truth is that I do care. And there are a lot of people that care, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if anybody cares or not. Most of the time, they're not going to care. You got to care about yourself.